A middle school robotics team from Bloomington will soon compete on the world stage. Artificial Intelligence is a team made up of 6th and 7th graders. They use Legos to build prototypes of machines that can hopefully solve world problems one day. And after 2 years of supply chain issues, this year's theme was cargo.
So earlier this year, artificial intelligence took first place in the first Lego League Minnesota State Tournament, beating 416 other teams, and next week they head to Houston, Texas, where they'll be competing against teams from across America, plus Europe, Asia, and Africa.
Wow.
We're very excited today to welcome team members Braden and Sienna to Minnesota Live today. Guys, thanks for joining us.
Hi. Happy birthday, Sienna, by the way, turning the big 1-3.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is fantastic.
This is cool. You brought the rest of the team too. You saw them in the tees, but they're all standing behind you. So I'm glad you guys are operating as a team, because good teams do work together like that, right?
So Braden, tell us, what did you guys make?
We made a rover which is supposed to help the problem of disaster victims transporting supplies from the main distribution site to their homes.
And so, Sienna, tell us a little bit about how this would operate then, and how this would be used in the real world application.
So this, of course, is a smaller model, but with the differential bar, it helps give an equal and opposite force when when either the rocker or bogie goes upward or downward. It creates it so that the rover will stay balanced throughout the entire.
Depending on what kind of cargo would be in there.
Or terrain, right?
Okay.
Depending on where this is used. And is this something that is pulled by a person?
It can be pulled.
I see the chain.
Can be pulled by a chain or pushed by a handle.
Wonderful. Okay, so I'm just thinking like what's going on right now in Ukraine, right? People are looking for food and they're having to stand in line for hours, and they're
USAID.
yeah. So they go and they get this aid, and then sometimes people are having to walk a mile or two to get this food home, and versus like carrying it on their arms. This is where this rover comes in.
Yep.
So Braden, what specifically is this then?
It's the Lego League trophy that we got for.
Oh, it is. Okay.
the
Okay.
Champions Award.
I knew that
That's
was some
so
sort of
cool.
receptacle where the that stuff would
The
be
cargo
placed
came
in.
out.
I was like, oh, it's like basketball, but different.
No, it's the
so
trophy.
how long have you guys worked together as a team? And for those of us who don't really quite understand how it all works, how do you guys get together to put something like this together?
Well, we meet every Saturday from 9 to noon to work on programming the robot, making progress on the presentation, and making some changes to the rover.
I'm kind of curious, Sienna, I mean, how did you guys even come up with this idea? I mean, I would imagine in the beginning you're kind of spitballing all kinds of ideas, right?
We had many ideas to begin with, but and eventually we kind of got to this idea of like, well, what if we could help disaster victims instead of and make something that people need rather than want?
Yeah.
Instead of just wanting to not have to walk very far to get their package. People actually need to be able to get their supplies safely, and not have to go for miles and miles carrying up to 35 pounds.
So can you guys see what's on the television screen there? Can you kind of explain what we're seeing right here?
So right now that's our robot, and we compete with the robot for points, and so me and one of our other teammates, we run the robot, and most of the time at tournaments it does not work, but usually when
Yeah, but it's all about trial and error.
Yep,
right?
all about
Right?
trial and error.
So I'm curious, like, what you guys learned from this experience. I mean, we kind of mentioned in the break, Chris and I, both have kids, and we both talked about the Legos and the tinkering. I mean,
our Legos never did anything, this impressive.
No, but I mean, did you guys start out as kids just tinkering with Legos, and it kind of built into this, or is this kind of new for you guys to be part of a team that you thought this would be neat to do, or kind of give me your story on how it started for you, Sienna?
So I was kind of just, I just really always liked Legos, and it was kind of cool to be able to try out like making Legos move and do all these missions, and missions that are like that connect to the theme each year, which I thought was pretty awesome.
I mean, I think it's great that you guys are doing like real world problem solving, which is awesome, and is a very serious subject. But Braden, this actually has to be fun, right? It's not just, you're not just like trying to solve the world's problems. They're trying to be kids having a good time with some really cool stuff.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Is there anything that you've learned that you kind of didn't expect in the beginning? Like, oh my gosh, I never expected this outcome, or I didn't expect to learn this in the process?
Well, the main thing we learned this year is CAD, which is a program online which you can build stuff and 3D print them if you have a 3D printer.
Oh, okay, and that's becoming.
So you guys 3D printed this?
We did, yes.
Oh, cool. All right, so you guys have the big event that's coming up in Texas.
Mhm.
Tell us how that's going to work and how you guys plan to beat the other teams.
So I think we're gonna go there and we're gonna go and try our best and go to have fun.
Good.
I think we're just gonna give it our best, give it our all, and make sure that we're having fun and using all the core values in the process.
Everybody else, where's the other team members at?
Come
Are they
on
here?
over.
You guys come over here and get in the picture here real quick. We didn't have enough microphones to put everybody on, but
We are so
congratulations,
proud of you
all.
guys.
Yeah, this is so cool. We wish you the best of luck in Texas, and you'll keep us posted on. Come on over a little bit more.
There you go.
You'll keep us posted on everything, right?
Mhm.
Let us bring your next trophy back, which will probably be bigger than this table.
Yeah, who gets the trophy? Is this at school?
This is just actually we're just a friends group. So we used to be from a school, but now we're just a group of friends. So
Travels.
we
I
just
love
share
it.
Well, thanks,
Awesome.
guys. We
Thank you,
appreciate
guys.
it. Braden, Sienna, great for stopping by, and the families too. The first Lego League World Championship starts next Wednesday. It's in Houston, Texas. This team could use your help getting there as well. We have a link to their GoFundMe and more information about their first Lego League team posted on MinnesotaLive.com. All right, well, you've really got to see this jaw-dropping collection of nutcrackers in one southwestern Minnesota town. Look at all
looks
those
like a
things.
Lego.
The impressive amount that they've accumulated in just 6 years. Next.